Thursday's footy news here on AFL.com.au. Hello everyone, I'm Matt Thompson. Well, the build-up has been huge all week long. The hype towards this one is massive. It's Richmond, it's St Kilda, it's Friday night football at Etihad Stadium tomorrow. Now, as far as the Saints are concerned, they have a terrific record over the Tigers. But Scott Watters today has been talking up the Tigers midfield like you wouldn't believe. In return, Damien Hardwick has laughed it off.
Their midfield, arguably the best midfield in the AFL. Well, have a look at the depth. Cochin, Martin, Delidio, Foley. The list goes on and on. I think if it's not the best midfield, it's certainly close.
It's a big call, especially after one in a row, sitting 12th on the ladder, only 4 wins. So, look, we know we've got a hell of a long way to go.
Both coaches prepared to ignore Richmond's atrocious record against the Saints.
Is there any relevance with those sort of records going into a game?
No, not really. Like we, prepare the same. We do everything the same.
I reckon those things are just absolute nonsense, to be honest. Very few of our players would have been around. Very few of their players would have been around. They'll be focused on one game, which is Friday night. We'll be focused on it. They're not even mentioned internally, those sorts of things.
The Saints trained indoors, skipper Nick Revolt taking a seat while his teammates did the hard yards. Darren Jolly has had minor facial surgery and won't play. At Punt Road, the atmosphere perhaps a little more fun as the coach took on Jack Revolt. Now let's turn our attention to North Melbourne. Lindsay Thomas, an intriguing story. Remember, he didn't play against the Lions on Sunday. It was meant to be his 100th game. The cheer squad had actually made 2 banners, one in case he didn't play, and indeed they needed to use it. We were told by Brad Scott after the match that it was because of general soreness that Lindsay missed. But today the coach has admitted there are some other issues that the club is dealing with in relation to Lindsay. And he says that he will make the trip to Tasmania to take on the Hawks as part of the 25, but wouldn't actually confirm whether he would play.
Yeah, look, there are some things with Lindsay that we've been dealing with internally. But look, the bottom line was last week he wasn't at his best.
When you say internal, though, it does make us want to ask more questions.
Yeah, no, you can ask away.
Is it something to do with off-field behaviour or anything like that?
No, again, you can continue to ask, but I've said enough about Lindsay.
Jack Ziebell taking a low-key approach to training, expected to play against the Hawks, despite scans on his back after being subbed out last week. Hamish McIntosh still not ready to return. Essendon doesn't really need a boost ahead of the Melbourne clash, but Patrick Ryder's estimated $2 million 4-year deal has given Bombers fans even more to celebrate.
I love this place and everyone that's involved in this footy club. I've got great mates here and the coaches I really look up to. So living in Melbourne isn't too bad.
Collingwood's really got nothing to fear ahead of its clash with the Gold Coast. Ruckman Darren Jolly revealing he's been plagued by a troublesome Achilles, but confident he's got years of footy left in him.
Nah, that'll be sweet. What are you talking about? I've got plenty of games left yet.
The Lions are waiting for the Eagles at the Gabba. It's a tough task, but Jonathan Brown says his team has no choice but to step up.
Well, we've got to, that's got to be our mindset every week, and you look forward to playing the best sides. They've had a fantastic last 12 or 18 months after what was a really rough year the year before, so they've been fantastic the way they've developed so quickly. They've got some great young players and a few of the veterans are still playing some good footy, so but you've got to go out and aim to beat the best.
And Carlton has flown out for Saturday night's game against Port Adelaide, confident their 4-game winning streak at Amy Stadium will continue.
Yeah, we've probably had the wood over them the past couple of years, but it's always tough to travel interstate. But the boys really enjoy it, getting away, and hopefully we can continue our good record against them.
And that is a wrap on Thursday's footy news. Thanks so much for joining us. Of course, we'll be all over the team news as it comes out through the evening, and then bring on tomorrow night the Saints and the Tigers here at Etihad. Catch you soon.